Myself, I'm R.BHUSHAN. Welcome to the program ASG IAS. I myself, a friend, motivator, and guide to IAS aspirant, international motivational speaker, leadership trainer, CEO, coach, and political strategist and policy advisor. Welcome, my friends. The topic what I'm going to discuss to you: why is COVID, COVID-19? COVID-19 not a pandemic yet. COVID-19 not pandemic yet. This article I've taken from the Hindu newspaper. What is the World Health Organization stand on the outbreak? Have most countries been able to check the spread of the coronavirus? The story so far. On February 26, for the first time since COVID-19 outbreak began in China on December 8, 2019, the number of novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 cases reported in a single day was more outside mainland China within the country. According to World Health Organization, there were 412 newly confirmed cases reported from the mainland China, while there were 459 cases reported from elsewhere. For the last few days, the number of confirmed cases reported daily from mainland China has come down, even as the spread of virus has been seen sudden increase outside the country. For instance, the total number of confirmed cases in mainland China increased from 74,576 on February 22 to 79,259. Globally, there are 85,688 cases and 2,099 deaths on February 29. This includes that 705 cases and 4 deaths on a cruise ship. On February 28, WHO upgraded COVID-19's global threat level to very high. Besides China, how many countries have reported at least one confirmed cases? As on February 29, 5,233 confirmed cases have been reported from 60 countries. On February 27, Brazil in South America and Algeria in Africa reported their first infections. Except Antarctica, the novel coronavirus cases have been reported from all the continents. At 28, Europe has the most number of countries that has reported at least one case. In just one day, 7 European countries, Estonia, Greece, Denmark, Norway, Georgia, Macedonia, and Romania reported their first cases on February 27 and February 28. 3 countries, Belarus, Lithuania, and Netherlands reported their first cases. As on Saturday, 1,123 cases and 23 deaths were reported from the Europe, while there was a gradual increase in the number of cases in Europe between the January 24, 3 cases, and February 22, 63 cases. The cases have spiked since the 1,100 on February 28. The numbers increased sharply from 483 on February 26 to 774 the next day, and 1,100 on February 28. 13 regions, mainland China, Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, South Korea, Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines, and New Zealand belonging to the WHO West Pacific region have reported at least one case. There are 10 countries: Iran, United Arab Emirates, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Egypt, Iraq, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, and Bahrain in the WHO Eastern Mediterranean region that have reported novel coronavirus infections. Only 5 countries, Thailand, India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Taiwan, in the WHO Southeast Asia region have reported SARS-CoV-2 infections. In the Americas, cases have been reported from the Canada, US, Brazil, and Mexico. Outside China, there are the largest number of cases. South Korea has the most number of confirmed novel coronavirus infection, 3,150 and 17 deaths outside mainland China. Italy, 8,889. Iran, 593. Japan, 241 are the other countries with the most number of cases. A little more than a week ago, Hong Kong and Singapore had the most number of cases outside mainland China, but that has since changed. But these 2 countries appear to have largely contained the spread, with Singapore reporting 102 and Hong Kong with 94 cases on February 29. Since the virus has spread globally, what is the World Health Organization calling it? In a press briefing on February 26, WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus made it clear that WHO will not declare COVID-19 a pandemic at this moment. He said, "We should not be too eager to declare a pandemic without a careful and clear-minded analysis of the fact. Using the word pandemic carelessly has no tangible benefit, but it does have significant risk in the terms of amplifying unnecessary and unjustified fear and stigma and paralyzing system. He then commented, it may also signal that we can no longer contain the virus, which is not true. He added that the fight can be won if we do the right things. He also said we will not hesitate to use the word pandemic if it is an accurate description of the situation. By not calling it a pandemic right away, he did not clarify that it does not mean WHO is considering the spread to be less serious. He said, I am not downplaying the seriousness of the situation or the potential for this become a pandemic, because it has the potential. Every scenario is still on the table. On the contrary, we are saying that this virus has pandemic potential, and WHO is providing the tools for every country to prepare accordingly. When was the last time a pandemic was declared? A pandemic is defined as the worldwide spread of a new disease. The last pandemic spread was in 2009 with the H1N1 flu, which killed hundreds of thousands of globally. Unless it's influenza, WHO generally avoids declaring diseases as pandemic. This change came out after the lessons learned from 2009 H1N1 experience. According to the 2017 pandemic influenza risk management guidelines, WHO uses pandemic influenza phases, interpandemic, alert, pandemic, transitions to reflect its risk management of the global situation regarding each influenza virus with a pandemic potential infecting human. Have some countries contained the spread? All countries that have reported even one case should primarily focus on the containing the spread of the virus, says WHO chief. 14 countries have changed to contain the spread of the virus, and no new case had been reported from more than a week. And 9 countries, including India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, have not reported any additional cases in the last 2 weeks. Yet this highlights that the virus can be stopped in the tracks if countries take appropriate and timely action. What steps should countries take to stop the virus from spreading? The priorities would be to detect cases early and isolate people who test positive for the virus. Once a case is detected, the focus should be to trace the contacts and treat them if already infected. Since the molecular test is not highly sensitive and can return false negative, people who have returned to India or have come in contact with the people who have tested positive should be made aware to seek immediate medical care once symptoms show up. Though the average incubation spread is 5-7 days, a few have shown up symptoms at the end of 24 days. Efforts should also be centered on preventing outbreaks. Efforts should be made centered on preventing outbreaks in hospitals and spread in community. One way to stop the spread in community is a wide mass gathering in enclosed spaces. India's Ministry of Health has advised people to avoid all non-essential travel to countries where community spread of the virus is spread, especially to Singapore, South Korea, Iran, Italy. According to February 13 release, the ministry has been following up on passenger traveling from China, Singapore, Thailand, South Korea and Japan for a period of 28 days.